After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Rashada. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Soft spot in the middle. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Past the 25. Touchdown, Dawgs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go.
Quarterback will audible.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Maryland 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Pound 55 weak.
He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
325.
They'll throw it on first down. He's looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll go with a direct snap. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He's got it down the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now they take the lead back. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Duke. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that pass intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Using his legs to buy some time. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Set up for second and short after that completion. Direct snap. They knock him down right there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Rashada. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry up. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to the ground with the running back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
kick is good. And the offense has 3 points to show for the drive. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Hit as he throws. Into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, the ball's incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Throwing right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Terrapins will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 40. The 30. Giving him his pads. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Dropping back, it's Rashada. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And that one will put them up here in the second half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Florida Atlantic. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Maryland!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive...
And he's running in the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Rashada. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Calls his own number. Running toward the tape. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Inside the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Dodge down, Terrapin.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And the point after is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like,
looking to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's Rashada. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Receivers always have to be so careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally, so give that receiver credit. Nice job on the route to bring the ball in while on a tight route.
And the Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
Brought down near the 6-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front 7 defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
3rd and goal coming up here. They'll leave it with him. And tackled there by the defense. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Oh, and the attempt is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Maryland 31, Georgia 21.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Hornet.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Maryland.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Cricket.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They get him on the ground.
With the carry.
Down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down.
Come on, set. Roll it.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. He makes the grab. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You love to see this. You love to see your running backs getting stronger and wearing defenses down the deeper and deeper we get into this thing. And on that last one with the lead, he was able to find open grass, use his speed, and it's an explosive play before they're finally able to get him out of bounds.
Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. A 3rd and long coming up here.
Let's go. Hornet. Ringo. 691.
He'll take it himself. Gets behind those pads, picks up 4 on the play, but it's still a 4th down and 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The DBs will back off a bit. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Georgia going up tempo.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Looking for a man. It's Rashada. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Touchdown, Dawgs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side.
Okay.
Coming up on 2nd down as they try to hold this lead. They want that clock to run. The Terrapins get it past the sticks. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
And the Terrapins inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Maryland! What a grab and go for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
Get set, get set. Ready, ready.
From the gun. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires complete on the crosser. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wants to throw. It's Rashada. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver, albeit very slight, of hope.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Here we go. Tuna.
The snap sets up the throw. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and they trail by just 4. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those 1 play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order